Hello, friends, and welcome to Baldur's Gate 3 Chaos Run. Today we find ourselves in our camp, ready to talk to Dame Aelin, get through this initial conversation, and potentially have an opportunity to speak to Shadowheart about the night orchid we picked up, and then maybe we will move forward and get on our way to Baldur's Gate. This is Disabled. My name is Ed, and let's get into it. Don't need the spare pair of glasses there. Okay. Well, we have Thaniel here, who's supposed to be like in a coma, but for some reason just hangs out here for us. Let's talk to Dame Aelin.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
Step closer.
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, most high. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one.
A very true statement. I couldn't have done it without you. She did the majority of the damage for us.
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
There's still a great deal about you I don't know.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Are you really Selûne's daughter?
Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Would your mother be willing to aid us in the fight against the Dead Three?
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
How did you come to be trapped in the Shadowfell?
Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly, but Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief, and she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
Okay. I think that Dame Aelin may have a little PTSD from her experiences, but we will leave. I'm not sure why Shadowheart didn't interact in this, but we'll find out. Let's talk to Isabel.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him, you set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
You and Aelin seem to have a lot of history. What happened?
A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
Certainly. There's magic in a look.
That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew. She was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
He'd become the chosen of Merkel.
I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what.
Understandable.
It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
Okay. So we have spoken to them. We could speak to everyone just to kind of get their little download of what happened. But I would like to find Arabella and speak to her about her parents if she's willing to talk to me. Hopefully she will be.
Leave me alone!
But she's not. So we can't complete that one just yet. So nothing else to do right at the moment. Let's end the day and see if things change, shall we? Karlak wants to speak.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him?
The tadpole, the absolute. How?
It seems he's a servant of Bane, in the same way that Ketheric served Merkel. Who knows what powers he's gained since you knew him?
I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
We'll do it together, whatever it takes.
He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us.
He won't get away with it. I can feel it. The engine. It's getting hotter, louder. It's going to blow if we don't find another way to fix it. You know, Zariel may have put the fucking thing in, but Gortash gave her the go-ahead. You expect this shit from devils, but not from the people you care about. Let's get to the city. Got business there I'm highly fucking keen to attend to.
Agreed. Alright, let's go ahead and get some rest. I don't see anybody else immediately. Oh, no, somebody wants to talk to me. Who, where, when, how? Is it Jaheira? It is not Jaheira. Who wants to speak? Oh, Dame Aelin again. This must be our interaction with Shadowheart, I presume.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shah's...
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed.
Open your mind to that sensation.
Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere. Something sparks in your memory. Teachings about Selûnite rites of passage, about how they would abandon their children out in the wilds and force them to find their way home. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
I'll help.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
The Spear of Night. I thought that was cast into the Shadowfell.
I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
There we go. And we got Selûne's Spear of Night. Let's have a look at that. You gain advantage on wisdom saving throws and perception checks. I gain dark vision. I can see in the dark up to 12 meters. Pretty sure that being half-elf, Shadowheart could already do that, but okay. It is a +3 weapon enchantment. Allows you to cast Moonbeam and Moonmote. Moonmote will allow... Whoop, sorry about that. Moonmote creates light. It's like dancing lights. And Moonbeam is like Cloud of Daggers, but it's mobile. Once you create it, it does radiant damage, and you can move it with your target, which is absolutely beautiful to do. Now, honestly, for the build that we have on Shadowheart, she would have been better served with the Spear of Night from Shar, because it would have added to her necromantic damage, but I just couldn't go that route with Phagian. The Shadowheart that we have learned to love would not have gotten Shar's Spear of Night, because she would have had to have killed Dame Aelin to retrieve it. And as you saw, just seeing the influence we had on her, being her companion, was enough to keep her from taking that action all on her own without any additional influence from us. So, beautiful. Alright, I think we are good to go to sleep now, but let's go talk to Shadowheart after that, see if she wants to chat yet.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
Remember when you told me night orchids were your favorite flowers?
Rings a bell? Why?
It just so happens I have one right here.
Oh, hells. You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Joking. They're safe. And beautiful. Thank you. I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid.
It's just a token. I don't expect anything in return.
Well, perhaps I can come up with something later, all the same.
Okay, very good. Let's leave. And we got a night orchid, and we got a achievement for that too. Very cool. All right, Shadowheart got her night orchid. Let's go to bed. Oh, and we've got Shadowheart wanting to talk again.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
Whatever you must do, I will be by your side.
Thank you. But I want you to refrain from foolish heroics.
Ha!
When the time comes, we'll be entering a nest of vipers. I couldn't bear to lose you. Not after everything. We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
Do whatever you need to.
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
All right. Very, very cool. Okay, let's head back out of the camp. And then I think there were a couple of... I do want to get our buffs, though. Let's get that handled. Oh, let's not forget to check with Arabella again. Because
my step.
Dame Aelin reset, and so did Shadowheart. So maybe Arabella will as well. Maybe we can finish that conversation now.
I don't believe it. They can't be.
Breathe, child. Resist not the winds of change. Let them carry thee.
No. No!
Listen. Dost thou not hear it? Where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all being. Balance.
They're dead. I can't. Balance.
Your very soul is tangled in shadow. Arabella's magic, wild as cursed briar. Her talent is now yours, too.
The girl must learn the ways of the arcane, but she shan't remain here.
Who could teach the girl? Her magic is even wilder than my own.
She will tame it in time. The weave would not see one like her abandoned. Arabella holds a power beyond reckoning. That of the decaying forest and the seedling that bore it. But it is unbalanced. Her yoke is already heavy. If she walks thy path, it will surely break. Arabella will depart once thou dost leave these accursed lands. She will find her way safely. Thus, it is fated.
Bowman, you're making me leave.
Fear not, girl. The weave knows thy purpose. It will guide thee, if thou dost listen.
I'm sorry. I wish it could be different.
You feel her grief fade as if it were your own. There is a lightness in her now, veiling the power within, soothing it.
Is that my future? Is that why they died?
It is.
It's wonderful. Thank you, Bowman, for being nice. If there are people like you around, perhaps everything will be all right.
Okay, well, we got a little past the leave me alone scream and picked up a Shadow Blade ring. Very cool. When I played through this back when the game first came out, the only time I've ever actually played through Act 3, this ring did not exist because Shadow Blade did not exist as a spell. So that is super cool. We will take that for certain. Okay, now let's go get buffed up. Alright, we are all buffed up and ready to go. Let's see where we need to head off to. We want to find the brewer's alchemical stash. Looks like there's a spot here. This bridge should take us to it. So let's head there, shall we? Not in that direction. This
Swift
way.
as my feet can carry me.
We'll go up the side here and find that alchemical stash. And there it is. Lovely. Corpse bros. Interesting. Let's read. T. Sending you the requested ingredients as per your letter, including the purple worm glands. I am eager to see the result of your experiments. Please send me some samples when it's completed. I have a few clients who would be very interested in the toxic fruits of your labors. Well, well, well. And we got cloud giant fingers. Interesting. That's a bit different. Now, last time we walked over this way, we got a little tingle from the device that Kithrak Voss had given to us. So there are Githyanki around here that we need to be aware of. Let's go ahead and drop ourselves into hide. And see what, if anything, reveals itself.
Breathe deep and move.
Ah. Looks like there are some Githyanki here. Let's go ahead and jump into turn-based mode. We came in behind them, so we saw them. None of them know where we are. That is kind of hilarious. Okay. Let's remove Astarion. He will go first. We'll pull him here to the side. So hopefully they won't immediately recognize that we are all here. What do we have? Chirai Tuscan, Avatar of Vlakit. She really does seem like the one we should be going for first. So let's get that started, shall we? And we will use Luck of the Far Realms for certain.
Well, Wargaz failed to kill you. I won't make the same mistake.
And they still haven't seen anyone else in the party. How wonderful is that? Okay. We get our full turn. Yes. Oh, and now, since Phagian helped, he's now been spotted. But that is okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and I will twin spell Haste on Karlach and Astarion. And then go back to Astarion here and let him continue what he was doing. Help him out. Got her. Nice. She is still not dead yet, though. Use our Dread Ambusher. Got her. Perfect. And then we will go on up and get a nibble. Make ourselves happy. And that'll be Astarion's turn. Phagian is up. He's already done what he needs to do. I'm not going to end his turn yet. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and get Karlach.
It's good to be alive.
Get her started here. Whoa. Oh, her hastened wore off because she wasn't in combat. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's dumb. But whatever. That's what happened. So here we go. Lovely. Then go ahead and rage. And attack again. We've got the protective lights, which I do like. Yes. Nice. Almost finished that one off.
Give in.
We'll get Shadow Heart involved now. And of course we'll do Spirit Guardians, because that is always the best opener for her. And let's see, he's got 2 hit points left. Alright, let me go ahead and have her cast a Great Sword down here to deal with these lads. Well, let's put it up here by the other crossbowmen, because I bet they'll be coming up this way. And end turn. And then Phagian has an offhand, only a 30% chance to hit, but we'll give it a shot. And no. Alright, end turn. They are surprised. Everyone is surprised. Oh, even our summoned weapon gets a hit. Beautiful. Alright, let's let Astarion get in here and hit the next. Executioner, of course. And again. And again. And she's got 1 hit point left. And there's nothing I can do to fill that particular cup. Let's go ahead and cast Hunter's Mark, though. And then turn. And we have Karlach. We'll go ahead and attack here. Goodness gracious. Just burning through that Ben Luck now. And turn. Step forward and get him in the pain there. And then we'll do Toll the Dead. Out of sight. Not good. Let's try it again. I would really like to get that one since it only has 1 hit point. Excellent. Okay, and that is her turn.
This is worth the cost.
And we'll have Phagian do a quick
May the gods take
Ray
you
of
first.
Frost to reduce their movement. And we'll get the offhand shot as well. Wasn't expecting that one to land. They were casting Misty Step. I am happy to let them bounce where they want to go. I don't care. Yeah, why not? Little Hellish Rebuke. Psionic Jump. Might as well. Oh, it didn't work out for him. Looky there. And we've got our summoned weapon, which of course can't get anywhere near where he needs to go. We'll end turn. Let Astarion finish this one off. Oh yeah, we need to go ahead. There we go. Make sure we do a little more damage. Perfect. And turn.
God, it's hot in here.
Karlach.
Voss was right. The psionic detector worked a treat.
It did indeed. And a Githyanki crossbow, hand crossbow +1. Very nice. Nothing super exciting there. Let's see what Shirai Tiscan has. Oh yeah. Praknir Bracers. You can cast Mage Hand as a bonus action. strength saving throws +1, and you get the transmutation spell Telekinesis. Very exciting. She also has psionic ward armor. If the item detects that the wearer is Gith, they have resistance to psychic damage. Whenever the wearer succeeds on a saving throw against a spell, they regain 1 to 4 hit points, and they have disadvantage on spell checks. Let's go ahead and send that to Lae'zel. And the Githyanki Longsword is just a Githyanki Longsword. The Haraknir Bracers, I'm going to equip those. I like them better than what I'm wearing. And Royal Orders, let's read. Do what has been asked of you. Stop the interlopers. Take back what is mine, else your punishment will be severe. By order of your queen. Funny story about that. Beautiful. Alright, friends, we got everything handled there. Now we just need to get our characters leveled up. Level 10. We get a new cantrip. We can pretty much do whatever we want here. I've got Firebolt through an item. I don't use attacks. Bursting Sinew has not been useful. Really, Shocking Grasp seems to be the most useful item available to us there. As far as incoming spells, we want Hold Monster. That is a really nice one that we've been waiting on. It does quite a bit for us. We'll take Heightened Spell as well. Heightened Spell targets that require saving throws have disadvantage on the first saving throw. So you can cast it and have a much better chance of actually landing it, which is lovely, and we will accept. Karlach, level 10. We got everything we wanted out of Warlock. We will go back to Barbarian, and she gets additional rage charges. Bolstering Magic. She gets a level 2 spell slot, a level 1 spell slot. Or, I'm sorry, she helps people recover spell slots. Interesting. Huh. Not really sure why it's leaning into... That's a really weird class ability for a barbarian, but okay. Thank you for that, I guess. Shadowheart. And we pick up Contagion to have Always Learned, which is nice. This is the one we'll have access to. It's better than the previous one. And Cloud Kill is Always Prepared, which again is fairly situational, but when the situation comes up, it's wonderful to have. We also pick up this Contagion, which is not as good as that one, so we'll keep this one and that one won't be available to us. Dispel Evil and Good. Aberrations, Celestials, Elementals, Fae, Fiends, and Undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against us. Flame Strike, which is a Pillar of Flame. Greater Restoration, negates charms, petrification, stun, or curses. Insect Plague is very nice. It's wonderful to send against anybody that is concentrating. You can send this against them to interrupt that concentration. Mass Cure Wounds, which is interesting. It's got an 18-meter range, but Cure Wounds is a touch spell, so that's weird, but okay. And Planar Binding, which is what we want. We can take over enemies, Celestials, Elementals, Faes, or Fiends, and bend them to our will. How exciting. We will accept that. And finally, Astarion moving forward in Bard. We pick up another spell. None of these really make a huge difference. We'll go ahead and pick up Speak with Animals. Always nice to have someone in the party who just has a default ability to do that. Okay, beautiful. Let's continue along the road, shall we? I believe that was everything. We could go check out Suspicious Sounds, but I don't really care to. We've explored. Yes. We are on our way. We're taking the road to Baldur's Gate. And we get another sigil circle right here at the road.
Should mind my step. Looks like an army marched through here.
Well, that's because they did. Genius. To Baldur's Gate we go! You are about to progress your adventure. Once you move on, you may not be able to return. Make sure to tie up any loose ends before advancing. We have done. We are prepared.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
The shadow-cursed lands begin to show beauty. Once again.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
And here we are at Worm's Lookout. And there is Baldur's Gate, the city that we have traveled so far to find. Very cool. Let's speak to everyone before entering the city. Give everybody an opportunity to have a comment.
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Selûne cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step.
Okay. See if she has anything to say about Baldur's Gate.
One final night in the open air, and then back to the city. Rest while you can. I fear that quite a bit of work awaits us.
I agree. It's probably going to be a busy time. Busy, busy, busy. Let's head down and talk to everyone. There's Shadowheart.
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while.
Okay. Just gonna let her gaze. Drink it in, lady. Drink it in. There's Karlach.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder.
There's Dame Aelin and Isabel.
Very well.
If they're going to be regulars in camp. Ooh, a berry
traps,
bush.
Please.
Oh, thank you.
Be gone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Okay. I'm going to let her adore her darling then, not get in their way. We have a Astarion here to speak to. Another berry bush. Yummy, yummy.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks.
We need to stop him. Yesterday.
We will kill him, but there's more to it. Think about it. It sounds like Cazador, for all his evils, has gotten further than any of my kind ever have. He's on the verge of a miracle. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor.
I don't know. Raphael said the Ascension was lethally diabolical. You'd kill to take that power from him? The others bound to the ritual?
What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was enslaved, they're all but begging for death anyway. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better.
Freedom is not the same as power.
All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finely positioned for yours truly to ascend.
Well, the information will be useful. We'll find the other spawn.
If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazadors change their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
Okay. And Gale did have a exclamation point before I spoke to Astarion. It's gone now. I don't know what changed.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light.
What are you talking about?
The Elder Brain. But, more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. And I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power, the ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
Hold up. Back up a bit. Why is this crown so important all of a sudden?
That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear.
Yeah?
Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
Why would a Baldurian magic shop be the first place we look?
Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Okay. That doesn't sound dangerous and needlessly power-hungry at all. Halcyon, buddy.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure, but her path will be easier with our support.
I'm glad we have Jaheira traveling with us. Did you know her from before?
Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt.
You seem to admire her greatly.
There is much to admire, judging by the stories. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Defended the Grove, Korga, the Shadow Druids. At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal.
All right. Very, very good. Karlach is relaxing. Look at that. Laid out under the stars. Okay, well, we have another side of camp to look at. Let's go see what's going on over here. There's Will.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
Mizora said you can say what led to your pact in exile. It's time I know the whole truth, Will.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
I'd give my life if it meant keeping the residents safe.
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
The Cult of the Dragon infiltrated Baldur's Gate? To what end?
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Allow Will to share his memory with you.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
A brave choice, and a frightening one.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Is that how you lost your eye? In the battle with the Cult of the Dragon?
It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
Surely Mizora doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
And what about your father, the Grand Duke?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word: go. So I did.
We'll return to this subject later.
I understand.
And we'll let him off the hook. Let's see what Lae'zel has to say about Shadowheart or Baldur's Gate.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
Let's ask Lae'zel about the disc from the Underdark.
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too and considers the vision.
Tirsu markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense. No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but I've solved the pattern. It's a story. About Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
I've read this one already. What do you make of it?
Drivel, all of it. Gith declared Vlaakith queen of the Empire, and her own son defied her. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Gith.
And if it's true? Sounds like Vlaakith betrayed Gith and seized the throne.
Chuk. You speak like Kithrak Voss. You accuse Vlaakith of the unthinkable. As unthinkable as the greatest living knight turning on his queen. Well, enough conjecture. I'm done with the matter.
Ask Lae'zel about the disc from Moonrise Towers.
Once again, your mind opens to Lae'zel, and she considers the disc.
More writings on Orpheus, the so-called Prince of the Comet.
Go on then. Let's hear it.
The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon Ephelemon. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars, we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. This is more than a fable. It's an affront to the undying Queen Vlaakith. Gith's son died to Voss's blade. Orpheus is no more.
Could Orpheus really be alive, you think?
It is not just improbable, it is impossible. Kithrak Voss and his red dragon slayed the fell prince. You could no more resurrect him than you could glue together the pile of ashes he became. My Vash taught that the silver bells of Vlaakith's court still ring out before every hunt in celebration of the prince's defeat. As a child, I longed to hear them for myself, and sing in praises to the deathless queen and her Githraki.
Who is the great red dragon Ephelemon of the story?
Tiamat's emissary. It was he who carried word that Mother Gith had negotiated the gift of the dragons, and that Vlaakith the First would preside as queen of the Githyanki. Ephelemon remains the queen's consort to this day, as endless as the empire he now serves.
Very good. Okay, folks, we have spoken to everyone. We are at the end of our trek. Baldur's Gate awaits, one sleep away. But I think we'll get that sleep next time. This has been Disabled. My name is Ed, and this has been the enigmatic Baldur's Gate 3 Chaos Run. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, as that helps me out tremendously. But truly, until we see each other again, make your way with love and light. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today, and goodbye.